Today we've got a TomTom GO 6000 model 4FL60. This has got an issue with the battery not lasting, and I assume it's probably expanded as well. That's usually what happens with these devices. I've seen quite a few of them. So what do you need to take this device apart? One is a T5 Torx bit screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, a opening tool, and a new battery. Okay, so let's get this cover off first. Right, so on this particular model, the flex cable for the LCD connector and the screen connector are on this side. So you've got the TomTom logo there. The screen connectors inside are on this side. So we don't want to open this side up and lift it that way. We want to open up from the left side and lift it to the right. Okay, so let's get in there. Make sure you don't damage the button, the power button here. You know, you've got to get into this groove here, just there. Those satisfying clicks, eh? Those satisfying clicks, that's what makes this job satisfying. Right, okay. You can see I've already accessed, almost opened this up. It's just a stubborn clip on this side, and I'm slowly going to go just here, just touch lightly. Okay, and as you can see, that has now opened up the device. Okay, and I slowly lift it up. You'll see the LCD connector, and you've got a mic connector here as well. So let's remove the LCD first of all. I don't know if you can see that. Just there, okay. And you've got the mic here. So I'm lifting the mic out of the frame of the screen. Okay. Now to access the battery, we've got to remove the battery connector, the rear speaker connector as well. The mic can stay in there, that doesn't matter. So let's just pull the battery connector out together with the speaker connector. You can just pull them out slowly, okay, and you've got to take out a few screws. So there's probably 7 or 8. Okay, these 2 screws are smaller. I'll show you. Okay, that doesn't want to work. So remember where the screws go. Okay, so 2 screws. I'll show you the other screws. Now, if you look at the difference, you'll see what I mean. So this one, can you see the size? That's the one that I was told that's smaller. That's the bigger one. Okay, so remember that. Okay, so remove the board, put that to one side. Now, battery, as I suspected, has got a lump in it. So you need to pull the battery out, like so. If it doesn't come out, just get a hairdryer or put some alcohol, because it's probably bonded down. Okay, put some alcohol down it. IPA, should I say, IPA, which is isopropyl alcohol. Again, you can buy that from the links below. It's a bit stubborn, this one is, isn't it? You can also get a hairdryer. If you get a hairdryer, then you can heat up the battery and it will soften up the bond, and then you can pull it out. This way, I mean, this frame was already cracked, but it's okay, so that's that. Let's get the new battery. Can you see the cable is longer? This cable is twisted. Let's see if we can twist it in the same way. That should make it a little bit shorter. They don't give it twisted, so we can twist it. Just be careful not to twist it too much and break the connector off. It's still longer, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Okay. Right, now you need some double-sided tape, which we'll stick on the battery. I would be very grateful if you could subscribe to my channel. It just helps with the motivation levels of us to keep producing more repair videos to help people out. Make sure it's down firmly. Right, so now put the battery in. Let's get the board. And the board goes at an angle. Where the charging port connector is and the other connectors, that goes in at an angle. Okay. Like so. Make sure it lines up. There you go, that's fine. I generally make sure that the battery is actually working It just saves us a bit of time if the battery's faulty. It can happen. So I'm plugging in the speaker now, and here it is, the new battery. Just the wrong way, so I need to twist it a bit more. And you can push the excess cable. There is a gap there, you can just push it inside. Okay, now, again, like I said, what I would do is I would make sure that the device is charging before, clicking it all back into place. Just make sure the connector's in, LCD connector. Just leave it like that, you don't need to plug it in all the way. And then we'll press the power button, and you can see that battery is working fine. All it needs is probably a good charge. Recommended to charge it fully. Run it down to about 5 or 10%, charge it fully, run it down to 5 to 10%, charge it fully. That's 3 cycles, and that optimizes the battery life. So I'm waiting for it to come on, and I want to make sure that it actually responds to the charge as well. I've plugged in the charger, and the charging symbol has come up on the display, which means it's charging perfect and this battery's okay. With this one, all my screws are all screwed in, so what I need to do is put this mic in the correct position. You can't get it wrong because it's got a specific type of groove that it goes into, like so. And I'm just going to close the device now, make sure it's still on, which it is. I'm not going to close it while it's running. Okay. Needs a little bit of pressure, not too much. And put the screws back in. But as you can see, it wasn't that difficult to do this particular fix. Again, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much for watching.